Alright guys, welcome to part number 2 of the things I wish I would have known before I started breastfeeding. Alright, my number 8 is there's some stuff that you should not eat while you're breastfeeding, because your baby, as a newborn, they're just starting to eat. Their stomach, it's so delicate that you have to be careful, because anything you eat or drink is gonna go to them. So if you have a margarita, a cup of wine, it's gonna go through them. So also, if you eat beans, then that's pretty heavy and that's gonna go to them and make constipation. So you have to be careful with what you eat, not just because of the weight, but because that's gonna affect them. Like that's gonna affect their sleep, their mood, everything. Like if you have a foster baby, you're not happy, he's not happy, nobody's happy. So watch what you eat. Try not to go with heavy foods like fried stuff, like fried chicken, french fries. This is like so common, but try to avoid that while you're nursing for the first few months. Also the lactose, I hear that many babies are not tolerant to lactose, so try to avoid it as much as you can while they're starting to breastfeed. This is my number 9 thing that actually again made a huge difference from when I started breastfeeding. Pacifier, it's not a monster, okay? I really was super hesitant about giving a pacifier to my daughter, because I thought that would damage her mouth and her teeth and all that. And eventually, if your baby is 4 years old and still using a pacifier, yes, it will happen. But moms, if you need to use a pacifier, use a pacifier. It's not a monster, okay? So sometimes, the babies have the reflection to suck all the time. So if you're tired, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you're tired, they want to suck on something, that they already ate, but they're crying, it's just because they have the reflection. So take a break, give the baby to daddy, and make sure to give him a pacifier. It's okay to use a pacifier. I was so terrified to use a pacifier. Like seriously, I was terrified of using it. But there's nothing wrong with it. Like doctors said, it's okay to use it, and I think it's really okay to use it with moderation. Like I believe that once they're a year old, or maybe less, once they start teething, you gotta take it off. If your baby's 4 years old and still using it, then that's not good. But just use it. That's really helpful, because when they're falling asleep, they just want to suck on something. So you don't want to be awake all night with your booby out and they just feeding, because you can't rest like that, and you also have to recover. It takes a lot of energy to recover from a delivery. If you did a vaginal delivery or a C-section, any type of delivery, it takes a lot of energy for your body to recover. So just once once they're eating well, then use the pacifier, use the damn pacifier, it's okay. Number 10. So because I was really afraid to pump or to feed my baby because it was very painful, I got mastitis. So what that is that your milk accumulates, and then you get this really hard bowls of milk in here, or like in here, or in your booby itself, and then you get fever and nauseous and all this kind of symptoms, and that can be really bad for you. So again, if your baby don't eat, just pump to avoid that. Number 11, breastfeeding apps. What in the world? So 90% of the people have a smartphone. So if you have a smartphone, there are breastfeeding apps that are really helpful. There's one app especially that I think is very good. I'll tell you the name of it. It's my Medela. Wait, I'm gonna show it to you. Here it is. So this app can track anything from breastfeeding, pumping, the bottle feeding, diaper, sleep, weight, anything. So when you start breastfeeding, so I didn't know this, but look, it shows you left breast, and then you start the timer, and then whenever you finish, you stop the timer, and then right breast, and then you start the timer again, and just so you can keep track of how much of how long they eat in each breast. So this is amazing. That way you don't have the problem I have with one booby bigger than the other. So this is really cool. Also, they have a timer for pumping, so you can keep a record, for how long can you pump and all of that. And if you are bottle feeding, they have, like a schedule of, at what time do you feed them last. So this app might not be the right for you, but there's plenty of apps for free that you can use. So find an app that you like and stick with it. Those resources are really helpful. Number 12. So breastfeeding, it's a beautiful bond. I didn't know that was a real thing. I didn't know that, whenever you breastfeed and then you look at your baby and you're like, oh, you're so cute, and you actually feel something. I didn't know that. And it is beautiful. Like, honestly, this is a good and a bad thing, but I enjoy that whenever my daughter is going to bed, if I don't put her to sleep, she cries so bad with her dad, because that is like our special time or special moment when it's just like mommy and baby, and it's really fun. So there is that bond it's true, it's real, like it's incredible. So whenever you're breastfeeding, just enjoy it. Pay attention to your baby, look at their eyes, touch their head, talk to them, like they can understand you. So just talk to them, and you'll see how incredible you and the baby feels, how comfortable, how they feel safe, secure. It's beautiful. So just don't just breastfeed and then be on your Facebook and Instagram, because it's really easy to get distracted from social media, the world. But just enjoy that moment with your baby, so you can create a really strong bond. Number 13, last but not least. We're done. Okay, my number 13, I wish I would have known this before I had my baby, is don't stress about it. Yes, that's it. I was so stressed about breastfeeding my baby that, if she didn't eat breast milk, she was not gonna grow up healthy or cute or anything. But you know what? At the end of the day, if you're not a happy mommy, you don't have a happy baby. If you're stressed and mad and in pain, and then you see your baby, like it's gonna happen what happened to me. Or I'm not gonna say that's exactly what happened to you, but I was relating my pain to my baby, and there was a point that I didn't want to see her, because I was just like, she just caused me so much pain that I don't want that. So don't stress about it. Like, if your nipples bruise or rip or whatever, just breastfeed her, and also use formula. It's not terrible. Like, many babies are fed with formula, and they're good, they're healthy. Like, you don't see people on the street like, oh, he was fed with formula, oh, he was with breast milk, I bet. No, that doesn't happen. So just don't stress out. And if you're really suffering, then just breastfeed them, and then maybe with a bottle, and just switch a little bit, so you can give some time to your nipple, so you can give some time for your nipples to heal as well, and for you to heal as well from the pain, for you to be like, okay, I take a break, I'm ready for this, I'm gonna relax and, just try again. Because, my baby needs it and blah, 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 blah. So, so just don't stress about it. That is actually, I should have put this as number one because that is really important. If you're not happy and enjoying that time with your baby, it's just time lost. It goes fast so quick that you just gotta enjoy. And yeah, it hurts, but it's gonna go away. So just relax. All right, so we are done with my 13 things that I wish I should have known before I started breastfeeding. But if there was something that you didn't know that you wished you would have known, just comment below and then we'll talk about it in another video. And again, if you're breastfeeding, don't stress about it. If there's 6 months and you're like, I'm tired of this, I don't want to breastfeed anymore, I can sleep, and just stop doing it. It's after, I believe that if you breastfeed for the first 6 months, that is the most important times for them to get all the nutrients and vitamins and all that. But if you feel that you really don't like this anymore and you gotta stop, then just do it, because the most important part is that you're enjoying your baby. You can't be walking sad because, oh, I have to feed her or I have to feed him, like this is not fair. So just don't do it anymore. Like, there's no due date for this. You and your baby will realize when to stop. Actually, more likely you will realize that first. Your baby's not gonna be like, oh, I don't want Bowie anymore. No, they're gonna want maybe until they're 2 years old. But if you say like it's time to stop this, then just do it and enjoy your baby. Even if you had your baby already, I hope you got some stuff from this video, because there's some stuff that I still learning about breastfeeding or that I don't know, and my baby is like 7 months old, so it's never too late to learn. So I really hope you all got something from this video. That's the most important part. Don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.